Good morning, gamers. I'm going to start today's video off with a cup of black coffee because I'm not going to consume anything today until we get to it. And because I probably won't be talking too much during, I want to send a message about health in general, about why you want to really, really emphasize it, especially with diet. Like diet and sleep, huge. Because those are keystone or like underlying factors in your performance, in your mood, in your clarity of mind, how you learn things, etc. You know, and if it's one of those things that if you nurture, it has positive effects in everything else in your life, and if you neglect, it has negative effects in everything else in your life. But yeah, that's about it, gamers. I'll see you soon. And quick tip, because it's health related, if you feel like nauseous after taking your vitamins in the morning, afternoon, midday, whatever, check its zinc content. Zinc makes a lot of people nauseous. Ask me how I know. Welcome, gamers. Went ahead and brought my setup to the kitchen for obvious reasons. Oh, hold on, I forgot the trash can. That's gonna hopefully not be important. Okay. By the way, if you're ever in Japan, don't do that with your chopsticks. Okay, but anyway, it means death to the chef or something like that. But let's just jump right into it, gamers. Haven't had anything to eat all day, so you'd imagine I'm looking forward to this, right? Long. I was looking forward to a nice, refreshing, balanced meal with meat, vegetables, fruit. I bought this at the same time oh yeah, I'll just show you the end. I bought this at the same time I bought all my groceries for the month or week or next so long. And let me tell you, bosses, and I'll tell you more about this as we go. Healthy stuff is tempting, especially when you're hungry and you're used to it. Much more than any of this. I had zero desire for like chips or Hot Pockets, which I'm not hating on Hot Pockets. It's good occasionally, but like processed stuff, you know, I didn't want that. I wanted to get some straight meat, spices, fruit, raw broccoli, you know, the like, some Honeycrisp apples, some multi-grain bread, some buffalo style chicken. It smacks, and let me tell you why. Once you implement a healthy lifestyle, your body associates that, and then your mindset associates that with the positive benefits, the side effects, like increased energy. Your body gives you a sense of satisfaction once it receives the vitamins and nutrients and caloric intake that it needs. And since you begin to crave it, you know, like if you're feeling sluggish, you begin to crave those healthy items because your body knows what you need. And if you stop substituting that with hyperbolic foods, is what I also like to call them, which is basically highly processed and concentrated foods that make your primitive system light up, because like fats and sugars are really essential, but in moderation. You know what I'm saying? If you start eating what you need, your body will eat more. It'll be more easy for it to recognize what sort of nutrient it needs. Like, for example, if you have a craving for, well, ice cream, your body could just want some cellulose or natural sugars from fruits, or maybe nuts even, and nutrients in those. But your body's so used to ice cream, which simulates that whole natural sugars into the concentrated state. It's like, well, I want ice cream. That's what I usually have. That's what my body's used to. And the easiest way to get yourself used to healthy foods is just simply to refuse. Like, it starts at the grocery store and ends there, basically. Well, ends at the plate, but just literally a few tips, pro tips. You probably heard them. When shopping, eat before you go shopping so you're not hungry and you don't overbuy. Make a list. And this just, if you listen to these very simple, cliched tips, it'll work. It's worked for me. I'm an 18-year-old living on my own. Only reason I'm eating a gallon of ice cream is to prove to you guys how sickening it is. At the end of it, or maybe it's just for the clickbait, I don't know. But yeah, as an 18-year-old guy living on his own, I could sink into the ramen, you know, the I don't know, other crap. Or if I discovered how cheap potatoes are, just ramen and potatoes, which is a good alternative, by the way. Potatoes are cheaper than ramen, especially if you shop around and use coupons. But anyway, as an 18-year-old living on his own, how I combat self-control, or lack thereof, or how I have it, or have to not use self-control more often, is I just follow these very simple tips. That's what I was getting to. There's the punchline. So, eat before you go shopping. Make a list with to-dos. And if you want to keep it really simple, don't buy anything that's processed. Make a list so you don't get tempted to buy things that they tempt you to buy in a store. You know, with marketing techniques, which only end after you leave the store and get in your car. I'm sorry. Nope. You know, I don't want to. One shot. All right. Gonna get a napkin. But make a list so that you know exactly what you're getting. Only get what's on that list. And if you miss something, make sure you put it on the list next time. Refuse to buy processed food. If you just want to be healthy, simply. Just refuse to buy processed food. By processed food, a lot of people think like, oh, that's like candy and like I don't know, nutrition bars or whatever the freak. Close one. But like processed food is just mostly things that are in packaging, prepackaged food. Is processed food. So for the most part, so like your meat is not processed out of the butcher, deli, whatever. Your produce is not processed, like fruits and vegetables. I mean, and then there's like a sort of gray area with processed, like some types of almond milk are processed. Just go with like the most plain you can get. But for example, like deli meat is kind of processed. You want to look for stuff that's not cured because the sodium content is way too high. God, I'm not halfway done. Oh man. I hate this. But avoid things that come in packages. Avoid ready to eat stuff. Like the fried chicken they have by checkout at Walmart. Processed, technically. But in a sense, you know what's healthy, what's not. Just think to yourself, what would a healthy person buy? And then put that on your list. And then go get what's on the list. Don't go to the store hungry, not knowing what you're going to get. A lot of people do. I think it's no big deal. And in a sense, it's not. My tongue hurts. In a sense, it's not if you have that self-control, but I think of it kind of like going to the gym. You know, you can go to the gym, and if you can do your exercises right, but if you have no structure for it and you have no goal, then you're not really going to get anywhere. You know, possibility is just that. It's possibility. You have to sacrifice it to meet an end goal. You have to narrow it down to actually get something out of possibility. You can't just stay possibility. So let's allude it to going to the gym. Say I want to bulk up, and that can apply to both the gym and this. I will do certain exercises and certain amounts of reps to bulk up. If I'm going to the grocery store, I want to bulk up. I'll buy stuff that's high in protein. Or if I'm trying to slim down, I go to the gym and I do a certain amount of reps for certain things. It's more reps with lighter weight, so you can do more reps to slim and tone. But you can also lose weight by doing regular weightlifting, because your body burns calories as it builds those muscles back. But beside the point, I'm trying to slim down. I don't want to buy something like peanut butter and stuff like that. Like I want to buy low calorie, nutrition rich stuff, like high volume, low calorie. So you want to buy like leafy greens. You want to buy some lighter fruits. Definitely lots of fruit. Celery is huge. Celery. It has such a high water to cellulose or whatever volume content that its calorie density is so low that your body, when it digests celery, burns just a little bit more calories than it gives you. So, and it's somewhat nutrient dense. I think it's kind of the same with cucumbers, but not quite nearly as potent. So, just plain celery. If you want to snack on celery, that's amazing for weight loss. Oh man. Yeah. And another thing with diet is again, know your goal and follow it. And keep it balanced and consistent. So I'll give you a basic overview on how to bulk. You want to eat a lot consistently throughout the day, and then a large dinner after you work out, so that you can sleep and really rejuvenate yourself. If you're trying to slim down, again, kind of consistently throughout the day, and then don't have any spikes, and make sure it is non-calorie dense foods and non-processed. Honestly, diet and health are pretty simple. You know what's good for you. It's blasted in your face all the time. You remember Dr. Oz and all that. Just one of many examples. This is disgusting. Of people telling you what's healthy, what's not. Don't eat excessively. Stop when you're full. Don't eat for pleasure. Don't eat when you're bored. Another big tip, a big fat tip, gamers. Chewing gum. Make sure it's sugar-free gum. I recommend Trident or Dentex or something like that. It has a dent in it. You can get it at Target. Sugar-free gum. Chew that like throughout the day. Not only will the mint in your mouth discourage you from eating other things, but it's satisfying, and it kind of gives you that. It satisfies that desire to chew on something and have the experience. God, we're nearing 20 minutes. I think I'm screwed. I'm no Adam Savage or whatever they call the guy who does Man vs. Food. But what was I talking about? I don't know. Diet is simple. You know what's up, and it affects everything in your life. For example, I have a 12-hour shift at Yale Warehouse tomorrow, and this is gonna destroy me. I will update you guys on tomorrow's video. This is all I've had to eat today, except for that black coffee. So, God, and I'm like really cold too. It's boo hoo! We don't really have to eat ice cream for a video. Well, but yeah, chewing gum gives you that feeling satisfaction from eating that you crave, even though you might not really need the food. I'm sorry, this camera's been. I'll show you the setup once I'm done. Oh yeah, this is a gallon of ice cream, by the way. So it looks like I'm not really putting a dent in it, but but yeah. And if you're looking to get focus, if you're looking to be more productive in general, try enter something called intermittent fasting. It's also been good for hormonal balance and stuff like that, and weight management, like maintaining your weight. It's so basically you don't eat after 8:00 p.m. and you don't eat until noon. So basically you fast for like 16 hours, or you can fast for 12 hours. Which isn't much, but 16 is much better. It's basically you don't eat breakfast is how you could explain it to most people. And yeah. And you break your fast with something not too heavy. You ease into it. You can have like black coffee or tea in the morning. It's just basically you don't eat until 12. Or you can like shift that time around. You could not eat until after 10 and then only after 2 or something like that, depending on your sleep schedule. You just only eat within an 8-hour window in your day. And that really helps with focus, clarity of mind, productivity, and weight loss. But a lot of people, it just doesn't work out for weight loss. But I do recommend it for weight loss, personally. I'm not an expert, but damn, I should have more systematically approached this. If for some reason you're actually watching this through, if you could please spam Mr. Beast. No, don't spam Mr. Beast. Don't spam anybody. But if you know who Mr. Beast is, and this is crazy, and somehow you're wasting your time watching this through, well, I guess I wouldn't call it wasting. We're good buddies. But if you're watching this through, and you know Mr. Beast, tell him to check my Twitter I pinned a comment at the top saying I'll do all of his challenges in a row and continue them. All of them. All of them. I'm going to stagger them out so that I can sleep during some of the challenges. Because, like, for example, spending 24 hours under water, I can sleep. But, but like counting 100,000 in a take, or reading a whole dictionary, or something like that, or doing something. There was a 24-hour video. I forget what it was. But there's some challenges where I can't sleep, and if I do one challenge after another, I can't really sleep between those. So yeah, I will. I mean, I'm gonna do them all anyway, but what I want is to be able to like quit my job for it, because if I get that sort of publicity, I can actually help you gamers out full time. Oh Christ! Sorry for all the smacking, by the way, and in recent videos. I've been smacking my lips a lot. It's annoying, obnoxious, and I'm going like this. You know, I've been going like this and all that crap. It's so stupid. You watch how I move. It's big. Also, brush your teeth religiously. Okay. I know why kids don't. It's because it's a hassle and their parents will have to pay for their dental. But like, dude, you don't want a root canal. You don't want holes in your. You don't want the wrong. You don't want to end up with like the wrong dentist. You don't want to deal with insurance companies. You don't want to deal with increased premiums. But brush your teeth, okay? There's nothing honestly more annoying than constant pain in your mouth. And expensive procedures. You know, and not being able to eat things without pain. That's brutal. Alright, I'm kind of getting like kind of far. I don't know if you gamers can see. I tried to tilt the lens down. I also decided to record all these long form challenge videos with the front facing camera so I could see the timer. Ever since explaining credit while drinking a gallon of milk, I am not going to risk losing footage. Well, yeah, gamers. If you're watching this part, comment, comment, I'm glad Leafy is back too. And did you guys see? I don't know. They're probably watching this way in the future. But Susan Wawajak Wojcicki is close with H3. H3 degenerate scum. Probably. I honestly don't know much about H3, but I don't know. I've never liked him. But they're chill, and that's a red flag. Additionally, Leafy has been flagged a few times, and he has beef with H3. So I don't know. I probably shouldn't get involved. That's not my cup of tea. I'm here to do self-improvement in the most absurdist ways. Should the headphones be a part of the suit? Because I know it's, I got a jacket, I got a hat. But should I keep the headphones part of it? I don't know. That's not too consistent, and it kind of limits me to like sedentary challenges. Like, what if I wanted to do like parkour while explaining the importance of aerobic fitness? Alright. But, in essence, what I've explained is enough to keep yourself healthy. Make sure you get enough protein if you're working out, obviously, and how to know how much protein you need. There's calculators online. And go look it up. It's like protein and body weight calculator. And then make sure you get that amount daily, just as a base. And if you're trying to build, get a gram, 2 grams per, like 1.5 grams of protein per pound that you weigh. Maybe it's just 1 gram per day. 1 gram per pound, I think. Yeah. So like if I weigh 150 pounds, maybe 150 grams of protein. Actually, no. I think it's 2 grams for every pound, but that's like your daily intake. Period. Alright, gamers, this is not epic. We've well past the 20-minute mark. I'm only about halfway done. I should have fasted for 4 days before doing this. But then again, my 130-pound frame stomach probably couldn't take it either way. You know what's crazy? Last thing I ate, I have another gallon of this stuff I forgot about. It's chocolate. The last thing I ate last night was this crap. More chocolate ice cream. Also, don't be strict. Don't be excessively strict with your diet. Okay, splurge out a little bit sometimes because you don't want to relapse, into the whole bad habits of bad eating and say, oh well, I missed it this one time, might as well do it again. It's like with habits. If you read that Atomic Habits by James Clear, a book I keep recommending, it's not one miss that kills you. It's the perpetual cycle of missing that you justify with the first one or the first mistake. Oh man. Does the fact that I didn't complete this or the milk challenge mean that they're both harder than the ghost pepper one or the ice bath? Yeah, technical sense. I couldn't complete it. I might just do this till I throw up. And I'll play that Go Away Dream song again. Cringe. This is very cringe. I was thinking of doing a series where I try to outdo the best in their respective internet fields. For example, the guy who chugs really well. What's his name? Badlands Chugs. I was gonna learn how to out-chug Badlands Chugs or out-slap that Russian slapper, but I also have to understand that I am small. Alright? I am not a large human being. I have no necessarily athletic prowess. I would die if I went against that slapping Russian guy. Badland Chugs has a few things on me. He's larger than I am. And I'm not necessarily talking about weight, just his frame overall. Leon Lush, if you know who Leon Lush is. He's 6'4" apparently. And he's about the same size as Badlands Chugs. So, yeah. If I want to do that, I have to do some pretty intensive training. Lori. Oh yeah, health on a budget. So focus on produce. And again, raw food with health on a budget. You could buy it in bulk like crazy, like chicken breast, ground beef, the occasional, like if you get pot roast, you can get a bunch of meat for cheap. And then make it in a crock pot. Kale. I know. Kale. Kale and frozen fruit, like in the breakfast video. Try to grill chicken. Make something for your lunches. Out of that, like it could be a sandwich. Freezer burnt strawberries. God. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Alright, I think we're moving at a pretty slow pace. I will be here for hours if I do this. So, expect a part 2. I'm gonna be training for this, gamers, okay? But anyway, I love you. Specifically you. If you got any value out of this video, if for some reason you're at the end of it, you know, smash like. I know I only got half. You know what? No. All right. Maybe. I have half a gallon of ice cream inside me. So, all right. But anyway, here's the aftermath. I know it's not very impressive. It's about, I mean, I think that's half. I kind of went diagonal. I just went at it like a bowl of cereal. But anyway, gamers, I love you, specifically you. If you got value, I know from any of these tips. If you have any suggestions, you know, like in the comment. If you didn't like this video, because it was cringe, it was way too long form, I didn't even finish the challenge, dislike this video. If you want to see more things like it, sub. Do all that engagement stuff if you want my algorithm to bird feed you more content like this. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you, specifically you. Small update, gamers. It's like 20 minutes later, 30 minutes later. I've almost instantly felt very lethargic and nearly passed out on my couch. Kind of out of character for me, but it reminded me of this one important tip I forgot to give you. Poor health is a vicious perpetual cycle, one that you have to break almost immediately. As you treat your body less and less right, get less good sleep, put less good things in your body, you become more tempted to, you become lethargic, lazy. You don't want to get up and you want to go back to those things because they make you feel good in the moment, which in turn makes you feel bad again. You know, even my vernacular has downgraded quite a bit from that experience alone. Again, I haven't eaten anything but that all day, just to get an extreme example. But yeah, if you keep up the cycle of things, you're, as James Clear would put it, you're casting more votes for that character of who you are. And you're just becoming a person who just kind of is not very epic, you know? If you don't take care of yourself won't take care of you. That's it, gamers. I love you. Specifically, see you tomorrow. Post-editing or process editing Brad here. I forgot the dome check. There you go, gamers.